Yo, we up in this bitch. Alright, University Cornell in the house. Alright, a couple thoughts about belief. Now, I'm sitting here driving this nice, beautiful city, Washington, D.C., and I'm just thinking to myself about the positive and the negative of having a strong belief. Being a skeptic and being a believer, as I like to call it. The reason why I was thinking about this is because so many times I've met naysayers who love to kill your dreams because of the lack of understanding, accompanied with the lack of perspective as well towards what's possible for themselves, and because they don't have that type of mentality to see the good in their life, to be grateful for what's already there. Matter of fact, to look back at their past stories of their abilities to overcome challenges. So, aside from all that, let's jump straight to it. The world is full of dream killers. A lot of them. So many, in fact, that it's easier to meet a dream killer than to meet someone who's reached their goals and dreams and came back and said, hey, this is the way you do it. Come follow me, I'll show you the way. The reason why that doesn't happen is because most people who actually make it that far don't go voicing their information unless it's in a book, in a course, or maybe in a YouTube video. But it's somewhere where they actually took that information, that mentality, and they actually turned it into something that actually benefited themselves. And the reason why, in a lot of cases, that they keep this information to themselves is because they've already realized firsthand the experiences of what a naysayer can do to your dreams. They will literally chop down your dreams like a forest. You have all these beautiful trees and things that you've grown in your forest, in your garden, and you've been working hard to plant these trees so they can grow tall, so you can have this beautiful landscape that you've been creating from day one. And now you mention your secret garden to someone else, and you tell them that the things you've been growing, the things you've been working on, these positive thoughts and ideas, and the first thing that comes to their mind is, that shit ain't possible. Why does that get to happen to you? Why is that possible for you? And that stems from their own negative reflection they have of themselves. They don't see the positive in themselves. They don't see reasons to be grateful for themselves. So therefore, when they see something happen to you that's good, something to be grateful for, regardless if it benefits them or not, they can't understand how to show positive camaraderie. The reason why they can't do that is because they can't relate. They can't relate. They're not used to the practices. They're not used to the set course of actions that puts them in the same boat as you. And even if they took action somewhere, they tried something, whether it's anything, particular career path, college, or sport, maybe rollerblading, it could be anything. Who cares what their negative excuses are from their past that holds them bound to those events that no longer exist. But for whatever reason, they choose to carry about oblivious to the fact that they're causing harm to the future itself because they're willing to bring others down to their level. They don't understand the importance of elevation and to be uplifted, or even to uplift others. Why? Because they're constantly putting themselves down in ways that they're not even sure of because they are unaware of the choices and thoughts that they're making on a daily basis, which affects their decisions, their emotions, and their actions. Now, with that being said, now a person who's very uplifted, high self-esteem, very confident, very success-driven in the sense that they practice a certain repetitive set of actions that bring them the result that they want. Say, for example, they're a painter, an artist, maybe they just really skilled their craft. They didn't start out that way. No one almost ever does. Reason why is because you have to go through the growing pains. You gotta go through the trials and tribulations. You gotta make some errors. You gotta make some mistakes. That's where you get the wisdom. That's where you gain the philosophy. That's where you gain the experience of how to do it better the next time. That's how your blueprint becomes a full-on plan, a strategy can't make it to that point if you think you're just gonna make it happen on the first shot. No. And almost nothing works ever on the first shot. Nothing. Now, does it happen randomly and rarely? Sure, but we ain't counting on that. We're counting on the actions that we can rely on, the things that we know we can do. Regardless if it's done correctly the first couple times, we just need to be in the flow. We just need to be able to try to do it over and over again enough, whereas we can learn from it and get the results we're looking for. The results can vary, but the actions that we put forth every day don't just vary. That's a conscious decision that we must make on purpose, by choice. And with that being said, there's a certain set of rewards that happen to follow those conscious actions and choices to be made. Those rewards are the fruits of your labor. So when you're growing your secret garden, you got everything is working out accordingly to what you have dreamed. There are people out there who want to chop down your forest, who want to basically burn down your mysterious garden, forest, garden, whatever the heck you want to call it. Some people love the woods, some people love gardens. But there's a place of peace where you belong, and that place of peace comes from your thoughts. Only you can create that. So, why let others come in and destroy that peace? Why? Sometimes we make the mistake of not knowing who's who. Not knowing who's coming to destroy, who's coming to marvel at our hard work. Sometimes, maybe all the times, the people that are most easiest to invite in are those that you should never invite in. It's the ones that are harder to find that show the most appreciation. Probably because they've gone through and maybe at this current moment are still going through things which will eventually lead them to where you are or will be. Your paths will cross at some point. But like everyone already knows, the saying already exists. Some of the most beautiful destinations require some of the most toughest routes. Some of the greatest struggles lead to the most beautiful destinations. Why is that? Because it takes a lot to get there. Most people don't get to see those beautiful destinations. Why? They ain't willing to take the route. They want someone to make it possible for them. I'm telling you, if everyone has access to paradise all at once, and there's no requirement to how you get in, you just show up, just be there. You don't have to earn it, nothing. It's just there. Take it for granted. You even gotta appreciate it. There's no need to even be grateful for why it even exists. Just take it. You know what I'm saying? Just take it. Just get on in there. You treat paradise how way you want to treat it. You have to condition your thinking. You have to change anything about yourself. If you're a negative person, you have to become a positive person. Everyone's allowed, right? So it's a whole mixture of people in this paradise. Some people are treating like crap. Some people are treating for the beauty that it actually has. For some reason, they're astounded by it. They want to be more a part of it in a sense where they want to contribute to it. And some people just don't give a damn. They think, I can treat it any way I want. It's already here. Who cares? It's not mine. I have to do nothing to get it. Those negative thoughts don't belong in that paradise. Because what's going to happen is they're going to mess it up for everybody. So all the people who do enjoy it and who do want to contribute may stop contributing. They may even stop showing up. Why? They don't want to be associated with the negativity that particular paradise, now has. It was once a positive and beautiful and abundant place, but now that it's become such, let's call it a graveyard now. It was once a place where things thrived and grew and was doing pretty well at one point. Doing very well. Flourishing. But now, there's so many weed killers involved. There's so many people out there just trying to tear down what was already there because they don't have to care. They don't have to maintain it. They don't have to do anything for it. They didn't have to do anything to even get it, so why should they care? So now you're sharing paradise with these people. chances are you're going to leave and find paradise elsewhere. If you can't find it, you're going to create your own. And once you create your own, guess what's going to happen? You're going to think twice about who you invite. The requirements for how that person gets invited will become the standard. For who's let in and who's not let in. And here's why. Because you don't want anybody tearing down the paradise you worked so hard to find and get. Right? You don't want anybody taking that away from you. You worked so hard to get it. You had to go through so much to get your mind right, to change your mind to such a positive way where now you're actually aligned with the direction you want to go into. You're not going to make it easy for people who don't deserve to be there to be there. Not, just not. Because you've seen what they've done to the previous paradises, regardless of how many there were. They come in, and because they're not willing to go through the hardships to enjoy something or to appreciate anything, they get stuck in the hardships. It's up and down. It's not their fault. It's someone else's fault. Someone else did this to them. They always got a reason to blame. If things do go their way, they're never appreciative because now it's owed to them. This should happen. This is supposed to happen for me. Don't let dream killers know you did. Don't let dream killers enter the field of possibility that you have for yourself. You're only getting there and knowing it. So your mindset can be paradise. Your home can be paradise. Your business can be paradise. Your YouTube channel can be paradise. Your blog site can be paradise. When you do whatever that puts you at peace and at comfort and happiness, and you're in your level, you're in your zone, you're in your paradise. You're going to be very, very, very selective to who you invite to your paradise. Because belief is the determining factor.